Hello and welcome back to Makeup Gourmet. Today's recipe is beautiful spring makeup, and lucky for us we have beautiful Trish here who I'll be demonstrating the makeup on, and with us also is Kelly, because sometimes it's nice to get a woman's perspective on makeup instead of just mine, because I definitely have my own opinion. So Trish, hello, and Kelly, hello.
Hi, Chris.
So let's get started. Beautiful spring makeup. Like I mentioned previously, we want first the skin to look beautiful and glowy. So what I'm going to use is a product that provides a beautiful opaly glow to the skin. And then I'm going to put a lightweight foundation right over the top of it. Notice I'm using a brush. So when I apply this product to her skin, you see how it becomes skin-like as I brush it forward onto her skin?
Looks very luminescent and beautiful.
Yes, and so we should see as we're applying this that the color just starts to pick up naturally. Be careful, not too much on the nose, but go ahead and do it. Unless you have a really hot T-zone, which means a very oily T-zone, put a little bit down the center of the face as well, but really I want you to isolate the cheeks as much as possible. Nice, beautiful glow. Next, I'm going to take the lightweight moisturizer. Now this could be oil-free or a tinted moisturizer, and once again, it's not about covering up her skin. It's about giving her skin smoothness and giving her skin a little bit of a flow, a little bit of a general even coloring without looking heavy.
Very sheer.
Very sheer. What I love about Trisha's skin, you know, she has all these little freckles, and it's great when we put this makeup on her because we see it's like her skin is just coming alive. And I don't know if you noticed this, but when I pick up the color on my brush, I am picking up such a small amount, just a tip. And when I apply this, I don't streak it on halfway then go get more. No, I blend it out thoroughly until it's completely blended on the skin.
It's always wonderful to use your hand as a palette.
Yes, exactly. That way, wipe it off, it keeps it clean. In fact, I think I'll do that right now. Next, we're going to go to her eyes. Now, for the spring brow, we want it to be soft. So what I suggest is use a small grooming brush and just gently brush the brows upward. If you need to fill in just a little bit, take your pencil or your powder and add just a touch, but not too much. Also, you notice I angle my brush. I bend it a little bit. I find ergonomically it's just easier to use on someone else and on yourself. All right, let's get to eyes. I'm very excited about these colors, for they are beautiful, and plus they all come in one beautiful collection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the lightest shade. Take the flat of your makeup brush. What I mean by flat is this part right, let me get that straight, this part right here, not the tip. Take the flat of the brush and press it into the shadow. So the shadow goes onto the flat of the brush. That way you'll pick up more color. Close, please. And then just wash that in both directions all over the...
It looks beautiful.
Look how it just brightens her up. It's got a little pink undertone to it. Little pink pops up the eye. Next, we're going to go to the mauve. Same deal. We're going to grab with the flat of the brush. When you're going from lighter to darker colors, it's okay to use the same brush, but not going from darker to lighter, because you'll just put some of the darker on the light part. Won't look good. Beautiful. Two tones, just like that. Now, next, I'm going to pick up a second brush. And this is more of a cone-shaped brush, better for the crease, right?
Yes.
So we're going to take the tip of this brush. Notice I'm not using the flat anymore, but the tip of the brush. And this, I'm going to start on the outside of the eye. I'm going to brush in with the crease color.
And Chris, I saw that you flicked the brush. Was that to get even color, or?
Well, you know, I hate getting excess, and sort of a makeup artist rule, you never blow on your brush, okay? For a couple of reasons, but mostly it's for sanitary reasons. Even if you're, if you're experiencing a cold, if I'm a little bit under the weather, I could pass it on to the person I'm doing makeup on. But also, I think it's a nice quick way to get off the excess. That way you're always applying just the right amount of color. Okay, next we're gonna do liner. Now, what I've chosen is a nice blue cream gel liner, and I'm using a very fine point brush. Again, I'm using the tip of the brush, all right? Go directly with the tip. Close for me, please. Now with this brush, I'm going to gently run the tip of the brush right along her lash bed. It's a real pretty blue.
The blue looks gorgeous.
And what I like about blue too is that the blue will make the whites of the eyes do what?
Pop.
Pop. It brightens the whites. Look up, please. Same thing. Now, this is lady's choice if you want to put the liner under the eye. I'm sort of a big fan of it. Just keep it soft and only apply it where the hair grows so it looks natural. But now her eye just gently comes forward without too much to do.
Chris, I'd like to also add, cream liners are amazing. They can be very forgiving for those who are liner challenged.
The liner challenge should invest in a good brush and a good cream liner because you'll find it'll go on a lot easier. All right, now it's time to break out the colored mascara. Now I've already pre-bent this wand. Look down for me, please. The reason I pre-bend the wand is you see how the wand goes away from the face? That way you don't end up getting mascara all along your cheekbone. So I want you to brush up with the lashes. And this is a gorgeous shade of blue, so don't shy away from it. But here's what I want you to do. Emphasize these outer lashes. You want to do that in two ways. You want to add more mascara to those lashes. You also want to brush those lashes outward. By gently brushing them outward, take a look at that. The eye opens up almost automatically. That looks gorgeous. If you need to separate your lashes after you're done applying, just use a fine lash comb, and the comb will go right through your lashes. You just pull them right through, and then you don't have a clumpy look. Now, ladies' choice, look up, please. If you want, you can apply a little bit of mascara along the bottom. If you have super long lashes on the bottom, I don't suggest wearing too much, kind of spidery looking. All right, what should we do next? How about lips? I'm going to take sort of a flesh tone pencil, and I'm going to draw in Trish's lips just enough to frame them. I'm going to use the side of the pencil now to sort of color it in and give a nice flush. Kelly, would you pick out a good gloss for us to use?
I'm going to go with Fruity Pop.
Fruity Pop. Who makes Fruity Pop?
Lancome.
Lancome. Look at that. This is one of their juicy tubes. Wow.
This color is going to look so spectacular with the shadow. It's almost the same shade.
Wow, there's so much shimmer in this. So, boom, beautiful. Brush that on the lip. Now, here's my tip. Once the gloss is on, make the final strokes vertical. That way, when light catches your lip, it bounces off more evenly. It's all about how light bounces off your skin.
That's a great tip. Most women just put it straight across.
Well, it seems like the most natural way to do it. So you have to think a natural a little bit to get that gloss to pop just a little bit more for you. All right, now my favorite part, cheeks. Like I said earlier, you want your cheeks to really pop. I'm going to use what is actually a tint. It's not a powder at all. And notice how I'm patting it on her cheekbone. Now with a clean finger, I'm going to use a circular motion to blend it so that it blends out naturally. I really want the color to pop right off her cheek. Now again, I want you to get dangerously close to coming inside of the cheek area under the eye, but don't go all the way in. Otherwise, the look is going to sort of crowd the eye, but still, yes.
Sorry, Chris. I just love the fact that you're using a tint because a lot of women see those and are kind of shy away because they're scared of them or the color looks too intense.
Yeah, I'm actually scared of them. I don't use these too often, but when it comes to spring makeup, I love them, and I think just the more you use them, the more you get comfortable with using it. All right, two things to finish. One is a beautiful shimmer powder. So you notice we didn't do any powder on her when we first did her makeup. So this way, we're going to set the foundation a little bit by using a lovely shimmer powder all over the face. So you see that glow just gets gently enhanced. You notice I don't go too heavy in here. Cheekbone, forehead, nose, and chin. And there's one little special pop. If you're so inclined, I call this the ballerina. You add a little pop on the inside of the eye. Look up for me, please. It's just a little white pearl color that you put on the inner corner of the eye, both on the bottom, close please, and on the top. This way, when you open your eyes, the eye just looks a little bit clearer, a little bit brighter.
If you're feeling tired, that's the key.
This brightens up your eyes when you're tired? I need 3 of these. All right, well, there she is. Beautiful spring makeup. Step by step, you just break the steps down and you get this beautiful look. Now, you notice that I used a lot of makeup brushes when I was applying this look. I don't want you to be scared about using makeup brushes. I put together a set of 12 of my favorite brushes that I suggest you invest in, because once you start using them, you'll feel more confident and your makeup, trust me, will become better and better every time you apply it. Thank you, Kelly, and thank you, Trish.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
So next up, we're going to do brand of the day. We're going to run away to the cosmetic department, and we're going to teach you all about one of the brands that you have to choose from when you go shopping. Well, that's it for another episode of Makeup Gourmet. I hope you learned a few tips today. Now, I want to remind you that you're not alone when you go shopping. Available as a download at makeupgourmet.com is my book, Cosmetic Counter Survival Guide: How to Buy the Right Skincare and Makeup. Now this guide will answer all the questions you need to ask yourself before you go shopping. That way every purchase is a successful one. Also remember, the right tools for the right job. That's why I made available to you my 12-piece All-Pro brush set. Now with this set, it will provide you with every brush you need in order to apply your makeup perfectly every single time. Well, we'll see you next time when we cook a look at Makeup Gourmet.